We're going to take a look at the Truma CP Plus thermostat. Now in the model we're in, it's the one with our Truma package. So it comes with the Truma AC, the Truma furnace, the Truma water heater. It is an optional upgrade that you can get, but it makes it to where you can control all three appliances with one thermostat. Now, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and wake it up. You'll see a lot of different icons here. The first one controls the heater and the air conditioner. The second icon controls the water heater. This one here controls the fan. The one here allows you to set an on time and an end time where it will automatically kick one of the appliances on. You can run the heat for a certain period of time or run the air conditioner. Then you'll see here which allows you to set the clock and the settings. The little icon here just shows that we are plugged in or we have power to the unit. Now, first thing we're going to do is go ahead and go into the settings here. Since it's flashing, we'll press the button. Offset. Offset allows you to go into it and set an offset with the furnace in a negative degree. You will also see ACC if it has not been set up. Now, if we go ahead and turn ACC on, it'll reset it. This gives us AC set. This allows us to also go in here and set a set difference on the air conditioner. So what this is important, if we want to auto set up, we can say our set temperature is, say, 70 degrees, set the furnace for 68, the air conditioner for 72, and then that way the Truma will control what's going to happen. Let's go ahead. You do have to work through things or it will go back to an off position. Once you have that set, you can go through, you can go into the AquaGo. Calcification 1, that just shows you that it is now, right now at 1% calcification. It'll show you the status of that calcification in the Truma. Once it gets to 100, it'll have to be cleaned. This is the clean process, and that's the harden process. At this point, you shouldn't have to do anything with any of that until it tells you you have to clean it, but you can monitor it and see where the calcification is at. Temperature allows you to change between Celsius and Fahrenheit. Of course, this just adjusts the brightness or the dimness of the screen to your liking. Now, this is a 12 or 24-hour format. Most people are going to go with a 12-hour. You can select a 24-hour format. This is language. It has English, French, and Italian. Index just shows you the number, model number of the appliances that you have in here. You've got the P for the air conditioner, H is the heater, W is the water heater. You also have a reset where you can reset this back to factory specs if you think you've messed something up. And then of course when you're done you can press the back button and get back to the main screen. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the clock. We can go into the clock. Now, because I have it set to the 24-hour format, you'll notice a 16. That just means 4. But you can adjust this to whatever time you need it to. Press it. It'll move to the minutes. Do the same thing there. Press it. Once you're done, that's it. Now, this shows off. The reason it shows off is because I already have it set. And that's what this symbol means. It's set up. It's ready to go. But let's turn it off. That way you can watch the process. I'm going to say I want this to come on at about 4:30 in the morning. That's what 04:30 is. And I'm going to have it shut off about, let's say 6 a.m. Alright. I'm going to tell it that right now it's a little cool in the mornings here. So I'm going to tell it that I want the furnace to kick on. You can adjust this. I'm going to leave it at 70. I'm going to tell it that I want to, of course you can go through the fan, tell it what you want. You can have it to auto so it does its own thing as necessary. Night so it's still a little quiet if you don't want it to quite wake you up as badly. Or boost, which is going to be a little bit more in order to get that heat out as quick as possible. I'm going to set it to auto and let it control it. I can go in here and turn the water heater as well to make it to where if I want it to automatically come on, it will, or we can leave it off. Then this ON just means I'm turning this feature on. So now it's on. You'll notice the icon back in the upper right corner again, showing that it is on. If I ever need to change it or turn it off, I would simply go back into it. The only option you have is on and off. You select off. Now it's gone again, and I can go back in and change it to whatever I need it to be. Now, the fan mode, of course, right now we don't have anything because we don't have the AC or anything on. You can turn the vent and control what the setting is, 1 through 10 for a vent. That's basically just going to circulate air that's inside the cabin. It's not going to be air conditioner. It's not going to be heat. It's just going to basically be recirculation, which is what this symbol here signifies. So the fan will come on at a low speed and just kind of help move the air that's already inside the cabin around a little bit. All right. So now what I want to do is go into the first icon here. It looks like a little RV. This is where you control the heater or the air conditioner or auto. If you want to do it in auto, and then I can set whatever temperature I want. If I set it to 70, then what it's going to do is it's going to determine if I need air conditioner or I need the furnace, and I may not need anything if the temperature is already pretty much set to where I need it to be. But it'll do what it needs to be to get there. Now, I want to go back in here. You can also set it to heater if you just want the furnace. It comes to off. You can adjust it from 40 degrees all the way up to 86. Once you determine what temperature you want, of course, just press it. Now the furnace is selected. You'll notice a little flame there for the furnace and a little picture here for the LP bottle. Now, when the furnace kicks on, it's going to go through a little bit of a process before it fully engages and starts blowing hot air. You'll notice that the icon here is flashing. It will continue to flash until it reaches the set temperature. Once it reaches set temperature, it'll go back out again and just be solid. Now, of course, we can go back in here to the little camper again and go over to AC, and then we can do the same for AC. You can set it to just where it vents. That's basically going to just do the fan or cool or auto. Now auto is, in this feature, is just for the air conditioner. This is not going to control anything with the furnace. But if you wanted it to cool, select cool, select the set temperature, and now it's going to flash and start to boot up the air conditioner to run. Again, you can go back into that and you can change everything. I could switch back to the heater. Now if I am in the heater, say I did set it up pretty high and the heater is going, it's to where I want it to be. Now I just want to turn the heater off. Alright, I would go back in, select heater again. It's going to show the last set point I had, and I would need to scroll all the way to the off and select it. That's going to shut the flame down, so the heater's no longer on, no longer shows that LP bottle, and everything is off. We take a look at this next symbol. This is for the Truma water heater. Now the Truma water heater, you select in it, you've got Eco mode, Comfort mode. Those are basically, or off. Eco mode maintains the water temperature inside the little black tank inside the water heater at 42 degrees. Comfort mode will maintain it at 102 degrees. Now once you've selected that, you can control what you want the delivery temperature to be at the faucet. We will have it set at 120. That basically means that as soon as you turn the hot water faucet on, the Truma will ignite and heat the water up and make sure that it's delivering 120 degree water at the faucet. Of course, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the fan speed operation when we have something engaged. So there's different fan speeds based on the selection you do. We'll first let's take a look at the heater. Just select something there, and now we'll go into the fan speed here. Now we have auto, we have night mode. Let's go back. Let's select AC. Select cool, set a temperature, and now we're going to go over to the fan speed. We have low, we have mid, we have high, and we have night mode. You can select whichever works best for you. Again, just keep in mind this fan speed changes each setting based on what other selections you've made. So if we go back here and we turn the air conditioner off and go back to fan speed, now all we have available is off and vent. So the fan speed settings are dependent upon whether it's in furnace, air conditioner, or no HVAC system is selected. In the standard model, you're actually going to get a Dometic air conditioner. Again, it comes with a Truma furnace, but this will be the thermostat that controls the air conditioner. It will only control the AC. To get in, you'll press and wake it up. You'll press the mode button that selects the fan speed you want. Now that fan speed only operates the air conditioner. You'll turn the mode again, it'll go into air conditioner, and then you can adjust the temperature as desired. Once you select it, it takes just a moment. The fan will go ahead and engage, and then shortly after the compressor will kick on. Now, after that, you can press and go into furnace. However, this does not control the furnace. So if you select furnace on this thermostat, it's not going to do anything. However, if you have left your air conditioner fan speed set to auto, the fan may engage, but no heat. When we select it again, go ahead to the off mode. We're going to take a look at the new Truma CP Plus thermostat. Now, in this model, we're in the standard model, which comes with a Dometic AC and a Truma furnace. So this thermostat's only going to operate the furnace in this particular model. Now first we're going to wake it up just by pressing it. Then it's going to display the different settings. The first setting controls the temperature for the furnace. The next is the fan speed. This here we can actually go into and set times where we want it to come on, and the furnace would automatically come on between this set time frame and always run. You'd set the temperature, and then during that time period you could have the furnace automatically kick on through that. Alright, the next of course is just the clock, where we can set the current time. And then the wrench is the settings. If we go into the settings, offset is where you can set the furnace to have an offset from the actual set temperature. So if the set temperature is 75, but I want a little bit of an offset before the furnace kicks in, I can go into that setting. And then I could do it just -1, where it'll kick back in at 74 and so forth. But you can control the offset there. Now after that, you can look at the temperature and set it between Fahrenheit and Celsius. The brightness of the screen, you can set a 12 or a 24-hour format. The language, index, and reset. And to get back, we can just hit the back button. Now we're going to go ahead and go into the actual furnace. You'd press it to select it, and then you'll scroll through to the temperature that you desire. I'm going to turn it up all the way to the top 86. You press it to select that. It'll flash for a moment. It's going to be sending a signal. Once it starts to light, you'll notice the little flame here. It'll start to flash. This bottle lets you know you're on propane and then what the fan speed is currently set to. Now it does take a moment to go through its process of the initial ignition. It's going to go through and start to blow cold air for a period of time before you do notice the hot air coming through.